Hello again, my name is Gabe Zolna. Just read a rather interesting article. I'll attach the link. You're not going to have to look for it. I'm going to read the contents of this email, and I'm also going to interject where I feel that's appropriate for me to interject some of my own comments. Now, this was posted back on August the 17th, 2010. It was written by Sharon Rondeau. Title: There is no President Obama, but there are traitors in Congress, the courts, and the White House. The courts would also include the Supreme Court, by the way. Dear editor, the Obama presidency is non-existent. The media refers to Barack Obama as President Obama. I have said it many times in the past and will reiterate it now. Barack Obama has never been the President of the United States of America under the Constitution. One has to be a quote-unquote natural-born citizen, which means born in the U.S. of parents, both of who are American citizens, in order to become President of the United States. How many videos did I post saying that Ted Cruz, who was born in Calgary, Alberta, was never eligible to be a presidential candidate? How about little Marco, whose parents were both Cuban citizens until he was 5? How about Bobby Jindal, whose parents were here on green cards? The list goes on. Given the facts and circumstances of Barack Obama's birth, Obama had only one American citizen parent. Obama's father, Barack Obama Sr., was a British subject. Under the British Subject Act of 1948, you are what your father is, which means Barack Hussein Obama, he too, if his father in fact is Barack Obama Sr., is a British subject. I've made countless videos on that as well. There is some talk that Obama may actually be the son of Malcolm X. Who really knows who Barack Obama is, and if that is his real name? His entire past has been purposely obfuscated by Elena Kagan, who Obama appointed to the Supreme Court. Obama just fired his transparency czar. I suppose that he will be looking for an obfuscation czar after all. Obama paid his lawyers to help him evade the Constitution, quote, natural-born citizen requirements indeed. U.S. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas laughingly told the U.S. Congress that the Supreme Court was also evading that issue. John Paul Jones, American Revolutionary naval hero, once referred to England as a country of illegitimate corruption. Has the United States arrived at the same juncture? Sure as hell appears that way to me. How about to you? Obama is a criminal, a radical Islamic supremacist. 234 years after declaring independence from Britain, a British-born citizen rules the United States. This is the second Brit to do so. The other was Chester A. Arthur. Arthur had his staff salute the British flag. Obama waved the red Chinese flag over the south lawn of the White House in 2009. He also lit the White House up with rainbow colors, if you recall. Obama has a very dark side. He is, Quisling, a traitor to the United States of America. I am of the opinion that he should be arrested and tried, and if convicted, executed by firing squad. See 18 U.S.C. Part 1, Chapter 105, Section 2381. As reported by the BBC, Obama went to Kenya, and while having owned allegiance to the United States, campaigned for Raila Odinga, a known enemy of the United States, giving Odinga aid and comfort. Well, how about the aid and comfort he gave by releasing all those Guantanamo detainees? Huh? How about the aid and comfort he gave to Iran by giving them, $1.7 billion? The list of aid that Obama has given to the enemies of America is mind-boggling. It was Odinga who wanted to be president of Kenya. He ran against President Mwai Kibaki, a Roman Catholic. Kibaki was and is an ally of the U.S. Obama campaigned against Kibaki and for Odinga. Obama has given a great deal of his money to Odinga and has helped him lead Kenya down a billy bong. Obama is leading the U.S. down the same billy bong. Currently, the U.S. State Department is downplaying Obama's activities in Kenya and his having sent taxpayer money there. Odinga instituted Sharia law in Kenya and collaborated with the same Muslim groups which bombed two U.S. embassies. Obama interjected his support of these activities by campaigning for Odinga. Obama became a traitor to the U.S. It is important to note that Hillary Clinton and Obama cohort, an accomplice of fraud in the 2008 presidential election here in the U.S., is the current Secretary of State. The U.S. is having midterm elections in November. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton is making plans to run as Obama's vice president in 2012. The adage, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we first practice to deceive," is apropos here. Obama, Bill and Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, and many others in the same cabal have failed to take said adage seriously. This writer is a co-charging party in an international criminal court investigation of the Kenyan election violence. I have submitted numerous documents to the ICC regarding Obama's activities. Obama's name will go down in infamy in the history books. The names Benedict Arnold and Barack Obama are synonymous. The terms traitor and quisling will have an addition, the term Obama. You are an Obama will be heard to describe one who has betrayed his duty to America. Robert C. Lady, Founding President, Society of the Preservation of Democracy and Human Rights. Folks, there's more for you to read. This was sent to the White House. It was ignored. It was sent to Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Not a whole lot happened there either. You've heard me say the same thing. We don't know who Obama is. And what we do know is frightening. And what he's done to this country and the rest of the world is also frightening. He needs to be arrested. He needs to be tried for countless acts of treason. And he needs to be dealt with according to the law. And he's not the only one. There's many others. The Supreme Court is a joke. You got Elena Kagan appointed by Obama. She wasn't even a judge. She was his attorney. You got Eric H. Holder Jr., who was a partner in his in the law firm that buried his past. He too needs to be held accountable, not only for that, but for Fast and Furious as well, as does Obama. We either have justice or we don't have justice. Ted Cruz needs to be removed from the Senate. He was a Canadian for 2 years, acting as an American senator. He joined the Senate in 2012, and in 2014 is when he gave up his Canadian citizenship. You can't have it both ways. Marco Rubio can be a senator. There's no definition preventing him from being one, other than the fact that he can't run for president, which he did. So again, he impersonated a presidential candidate. That by itself is a crime. Hey folks, you can't make America great again until and unless you make it sane again. And so far, I haven't seen a whole lot of that activity taking place. Have you? You want to pass this one along to your like-minded friends. I want to thank my viewer for sending it to me. The next move is up to you, isn't it?